that describe everything that you do and what we all need to do in our fight against evil in the New World Order. And the first one here is Ephesians 6, verse 10, armor of God. Finally, be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against authorities, against the powers of dark in this world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms.
Now, how does that combine with Romans 13? They take out of context and say all governments of God do whatever it says. Then the founding fathers were wrong to rebel against King George III. We were wrong in the 40s to rebel against Hitler. We were wrong to rebel against Napoleon. But no, the entire Bible is about standing up against wicked government. Again, give folks that famous verse again.
It's Ephesians 6, verse 10, and another one that describes why we need to fight these people and why they're in the positions that they are and why they worship Lucifer would be Luke 4, verses 5, which I'm sure you've heard before, and this is when Christ is being tempted in the wilderness. The devil leads him up.
Says, get behind me, Satan. He offers him the whole world, all the kingdoms that work for him. But according to Romans 13, out of context, Jesus should have hit his knees and said, hail, Satan, because I've got to follow the will of God. All government is of the Lord. Hence, Satan is God of this world. Hail, Satan! Hail, Satan! Hail, Satan! All the Baptists and all the Catholics all hit their knees under Romans 13, the favorite verse taught everywhere as the federal government takes over all the major denominations. Hail, Satan! Hail, Satan! No, don't shout at the devil. Worship the devil because it's of the Lord. He's the God of this world. And nothing bites like I do. Nothing screams out loud in the dark of night. I'm sorry, sir. Go ahead.
Absolutely. It says over and over in the Bible how that Satan is the prince of this world and he can give these people that bow down.
And it's of the Lord to bow down to the government. No, it's the good Lord. Don't listen. Don't listen to the caller, people. No. Don't rebel against government. You'll go to hell if you do. The Christians were evil that didn't bow to Caesar, that he burned at the stake in the Colosseum. They were bad. Don't listen.
Okay, I'll quit being sarcastic. Go ahead, sir.
If I could, I'll just finish Ephesians 6.
No, don't read it. It's evil. Bible verses are evil. The government says don't read it. You've got to follow what the government says. Romans 13, don't.
Sure, don't. Tell it. Go ahead and read both verses, the earlier Ephesians and the next one, because I've been interrupting.
You want me to start over?
Start over with the blasphemy according to the government-run churches that say bow down to government. This is blasphemy and heresy you're all about to hear right now because the church has turned into a government-paid operation, and that is of the Lord. This caller is evil that's calling in. Go ahead, evil caller.
Okay. Be strong in the Lord and his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God so you can stand against the devil's schemes. For our power is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms. Therefore, put on the full armor of God, so that when the day of evil comes, you may be able to stand your ground after you have done everything.
Day of evil, I'm going to be raptured. I don't have to fight evil. Of course, there's nowhere in the Bible that there'll be a pre-rapture, but so what? I'm supposed to lay down? Stop reading that Bible. It's evil. The churches say that we should bow down to the leaders of the world. Continue, heretic.
Stand firm then with the belt of truth buckled around your waist. Breastplate of righteousness.
No.
Stand with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes with the gospel of peace. Take up the shield of faith and extinguish all flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the Spirit, which is the Word of God.
No, don't do it. Romans 13, submit to the government. Do what they say. Don't listen to Matt.
And the devil, and this is Luke 4, verses 5.
Oh, not another one.
Go ahead.
The devil led him up to a high place and showed him in an instant all the kingdoms of the world. And he said to him, I will give you all the authority and splendor, For it has been given to me, and I can give it to anyone who I want. So if you worship me, it shall all be yours.
Why not turn this bread into the stones into bread? Why not jump off and have the angels lift you up?
Do not tempt the Lord thy God. Get behind me, Satan. But see, according to Romans 13 misinterpretation, he should have hit his knees and said, all government is by the authority of God. Hence, he should have hit his knees and Jesus should have hailed Satan. But see, that's how blasphemous Romans 13 is if you're a Christian. But even if you're not a Christian, folks, you're just a sociologist, you understand that all the major churches of the world are now under government finance, government payoffs, or government 501c3 status. And they literally get up there and spew under the clergy response teams pure government propaganda when the First Amendment says Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. We were the first country to say the government isn't going to run religion, which is exactly what Jesus said. So they twist all of this. I appreciate your call. It's good to hear from you, my friend. And, of course, I'm being sarcastic through all of that. I mean, to say that we should go along with whatever government says is a giant, stinking lie. Look at the Christians in Rome and the Colosseum. Look at all the prophets being killed or imprisoned. Look at Jesus. But, again, the salt of the earth, Christians are supposed to be involved. You know, the government said slavery was the law in 1800, and Christians, with the abolitionists, wouldn't go along with it, and they broke the law to save blacks and others. They broke the law, when it was illegal to protect slaves, and they went and said no to the government. We're going to change this, but not according to Romans 13, and we should still have blacks pulling plows out there right now. This is how sick you are that go to these devil churches with their big Moloch steeples and their phalluses to the sun out there. Just go worship your son. You're 666. He who has understanding, let him reckon the number. Captain Cook. Captain Cook, did you sail and discover the Botany Bay there, Captain? You're on the air, sir. Go ahead.
Actually, sir, that's Captain Kook, America's politically incorrect superhero, and fighting the New World Order since 1989. And I just wanted to say that, Archie Bunker being portrayed as a bad guy when really he's the good guy is just a small sample of the cancer that started back in the 70s and has worked its way up to being a big cancer. Now here.
No, the government's good. Oh, please. Sir, you want to be damned to hell? You better worship government, boy. You'll lose your salvation.
I know, I'm Al-Qaeda. What can I say? I think the government's a bunch of rogue criminals.
Oh, no, don't say it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's okay. No, I think the government's a bunch of rogue criminals. No, I don't think it, Alex. I know it. I think what we call television nowadays is a great waste of time.
No, it's good for your brain. Don't Google television Alzheimer's with all the thousands of studies that it literally rots your brain. It's good. Watch more. Drink more fluoride water. Take more flu shots. No, Captain Kook. You are a kook.
Right.
Turn your firearms in. The Founding Fathers were against firearms.
Anything else, Captain Crunch or Kook or whatever your name is?
Kook, politically correct superhero.
Well, your phone's cutting out, Captain Kook. We'll be right back with the next hour. Stay with me.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson introducing a new way to listen to GCN on your cell phone. If you own a smartphone like BlackBerry, iPhone, or Arnold G1, there's a free application called Flycast. Simply download, install, and within minutes you'll be listening to your favorite GCN shows from the convenience of your phone. Go to GCNlive.com, download the Flycast application, and begin listening in a whole new way. The place to go to is GCNlive.com. Again, that's GCNlive.com, application Flycast. We, the people, grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit, then carting to a private bank, having it lent back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a free silver dollar in a book that explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
There you go. Have you ever noticed that celebrities are endorsing weight loss products and health aids? Do you think they endorse these products for free?